Your work has been featured everywhere on media platforms. Like, how do you stay rooted in the mission as
Mm.
your profile increases?
That's a good question. It's one that I never had to worry about. I remember Mike Rowe and his crew said, "This will change your life, and you may have to be careful how it changes it." And I get it. I understand. I don't get to deliver beds near as much as I used to. I don't get to build them near as much as I used to. I spend most of my time giving speeches and doing podcasts, doing all the PR work, which I love telling the story. I love inspiring people, hopefully that hear my message. And when you don't get to taste the fruits of seeing a child get a bed for the first time, it hasn't deterred me or anything like that. I do miss it, but I've found joy in so many other areas. Like, I go to chapter present training and I speak a little bit and I get to hear their stories, and I get charged by the volunteers and the experiences that they've had, and how it's changed their lives. One day after the Returning the Favor episode aired,
Hmm.
we had a bunch of chapter presidents in town. We went to dinner one night, and I remember Jordan, our executive director, now he was the chairman of the board at the time. He asked people two questions. He says, first of all, he says, how did you learn, or why did you become part of SHP? Like, what happened in your life to do that? And that was cool. But the second question is the one that shocked me the most, and it was, what has SHP done for you personally? You know, and that was what I didn't expect any of that. I knew what it did for me, but I only knew about me, right? When I started hearing people saying, listen, I was an alcoholic and this pulled me out of that. Me and my wife were going to get divorced, and now we go on dates because we delivered beds together. I didn't have any relationship with my kids, and now we do this together. I mean, it has brought families together. It's saved marriages. It's brought people purpose and hope, just like it did me. And so that's been the fun part for me now, is to hear and see the changes in these volunteers' lives, and to see the joy that comes from serving these little humans. And so, I don't get to see the kids side as much, but I get to see the volunteer side more, and that keeps me excited. It keeps me going. I think I think it's important. You have to stay humble. I do have to remind myself every day, because it's amazing what SHP's turned into, and it's a dream you never thought to dream.
pushplaypods.com.